Good morning, guys. Hey, I wanted to show you a little trick that I use when I'm cooking eggs. We had some friends over last weekend and they saw how I cooked eggs and they're like, that's super cool. You need to like share that and put it out there. So I'm gonna share it. I'm sure I saw this somewhere myself, but I forget where. If not, I'll just take credit for it and call myself a super genius because this is a super easy way to cook some eggs over medium. There's a little bit of an art to it where you kind of learn what the eggs look like as they're cooking. So hope you enjoy this, and if you use it, let me know. So hold on, and I'll flip the camera over here and show you how I cook my eggs. Alright guys, so here's my ingredients. I've got a little bit of coconut oil. I like to add that to my pan. Now I've got coconut oil finger. We're just going to eat that because saturated fat's good for you. Alright, so I've got my heat on about 4. I'm going to crank that up just a touch. I like it just right about medium is kind of what I've learned with my burner. Once again, play around a little bit with yours. This might be a little excessive on the coconut oil, but at least we'll make sure our eggs don't stick. So I like to try to get the pan nice and coated. A couple of the keys is size of pan. You don't want to use a massively big pan unless you're cooking a lot of eggs, and that makes it a little harder. I like to use this little 6-inch skillet. Works pretty well. I have a lid. I like to crack my eggs into a little dish. That way if they're bad or if I crack a yolk, I can start over. Alright, so oil's moving around pretty good, so pan is probably pretty decent. Gonna add my eggs. Add a little seasoning. A little salt. Love this little salt thing. Don't have one, you should get one. And now the moment of truth. Cover them. Yeah, so this process is cooking eggs without having to flip them. Basically the idea is the steam from the liquid in the pan, eggs and oil, will create kind of a convection cooking process where it'll cook the top of the egg and the bottom of the egg, and you'll have nice creamy runny yolks. So you can see our pan was a little bit on the warm side, so it's already cooking pretty good. If your pan is up to heat at that medium, usually this process will take about 2 minutes or so, maybe 3. So you can already see that the whites are cooking pretty quick, and there's a good layer of steam that's forming on the top lid. So we're just going to sit here and watch this. So this is where the art kind of comes in, is by watching the yolks. Normally there's a little bit of a white film that starts to cover the top of the yolk. Another test that I like to do is a little jiggle test, so you can see how the whites are still loose. That kind of shows you that the whites aren't cooked yet. So you can definitely see the steam that's cooking the top. So this is my egg cooking process. Alright, so the whites are cooked pretty good. And I'd say our yolks are very, very close. Basically just kind of like to give them a little jiggle. If they're still moving a little bit, that's going to be over easy. As soon as, try to get it in there, hard to tell, starting to get a little white. I'm going to pull these off because I think they're pretty much done right where I like them. You can kind of see that white film that covers the top of the yolk. That kind of tells me that they're starting to get closer to an over medium. And what we do with these is we're just going to pop them out of the pan. And you can see the whites are all cooked. Sorry for the bad lighting here. And got a nice gooey, runny egg yolk, just like I like it. So that is how we cook our eggs, and once again, it's going to take a few tries probably to get it down and know what you're looking for, but you kind of look for that white film on top of the yolk. That tells you you're at about an over easy. I'd say these are kind of more of an over easy than an over medium. And then look for a little bit of a jiggle when you shake the pan. You'll see the yolks kind of still moving. That tells you got a little liquid left in them. So that's how we cook our eggs, and that's how we love our eggs. So enjoy them. If you try this out, tag me in a post and let me know. Thanks.